Apparently I was muted in my mic. I didn't know that. The fuck? Let's try it. Boom, 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 boom. Dude sucks to find. Straight up. Run on soul. Alright, it's like a 50-50 which direction he'll go. I'm gonna do this one. Nah. Damn, dude. Oh shit. It's our chance right now. I don't know, like, that fucking guy was there. You know, that guy was chilling there the whole time. Jeez. This guy. I got interrupted in my quest to catch a legendary to fight level 10 Magikarp. When there's a lake that has exclusively Gyarados. Level 10 Gyarados now. There's literally a lake that has higher level Pokemon that are all Gyarados. Yo, I actually hate this guy. What is this guy's problem? I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Hopefully Entei didn't freaking run, but he probably did. This counts as an encounter. Okay, we have a chance. Still. Nah. So hard to find him. Still here. find him. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's too low. I'm scared. No fucking way, his roar. I wasn't sure, maybe we can save? Like, now that he's low, maybe we can just save. Alright, well, we got him low. Have to find him again, unfortunately. Try this. See if it affects Entei's location. It's all the way over there. Try doing something stupid right now. See if it affects his location. Dum 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 dum. I might need to catch Snorlax first. We might need to get block Snorlax. That might make more sense. Yeah, I'll go back to Johto until we can catch Snorlax, I guess. Yeah, we can swim. Perhaps. We don't actually know. I think there's actually something that... Oh, there's no beach. We can't do that. Serenian City? How do you get to the next place? Do we have to go through Johto? I think we might have to go through Johto. I'm actually trying to think here. I think you actually have to go through Johto. What? Team 37. I can fly to the Indigo Plateau. Man, I don't remember how you're supposed to get... I can't swim down there. How are you supposed to get there? I actually don't remember. Perfect. Ba, ba. I might have to go back to Goldenrod, is that true? Rare candy, huh? Bum 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 bum. Brain stopped working for a second. Forgot what I was doing. There's nothing on the radio. Unless I should have done some more listening. Crazy, because this is the same music as when you encounter Entei, dude. I mean, come on. Maybe it's the same as Pseudo Wudo. I mean, Snorlax I think is a confirmed pseudo legendary. Snorlax pseudo? Okay. I guess you can get like leftovers in 2 different ways in this game. You can get 2 leftovers. Nice one. $6.11? Holy shit, man. How big a block? No, he didn't use body slam like at all. Block. Apparently you can't do that in Gen 2. There is no block. Every time he roars, a volcano erupts. Soundproof. Hold up, maybe Entei is the one. Hold up. Maybe. Fuck. I didn't think about this. It might just be Entei that has Roar. I don't need to do it on Raikou. My Leroy video from 3 years ago? That's wild.
Part 65.
Raikou and Entei both have Roar. That sucks. That sucks.
Leroy's Pokemon Crystal Walkthrough, Part 65. What's going on, everybody? It's Leroy. Welcome back to Pokemon Crystal version, and today I'm going to show you how to find and how to capture Entei and Raikou. If you're playing Gold or Silver version, this will apply for Suicune as well, but we're playing Crystal, so we already got Suicune the regular way. It's really hard to capture Entei and Raikou because they're not in a specific spot. They're always roaming around the Johto region, so you kind of have to get lucky and just run into them. They're always going to be on a different route. They're never going to be in a town or a city. So, knowing that, you can kind of use some different methods to track them down. Now, here's what I'm going to recommend, is save your Master Ball for Entei and Raikou. Do not waste this on anything else in the game, because these Pokemon are 10 times, maybe 100 times harder to capture than everything else. You also will want to have a bunch of repels. I have Super Repels. Max Repels are the best, but whatever, I don't have those. I'll go buy some in Blackthorn if I run out of these. So, to make this work, you need a Pokemon in your lead slot that's level 40 or lower. If you're using your best maxed out leveled Pokemon, this isn't going to work. So you need something 40 or lower. You also will want Fly. It'll be kind of handy. And for this thing I'm showing you now, you actually want Cut. But you don't need Cut, but whatever, I'll get to that later. Anyway, red Gyarados up front. If I spray Repel with this level 30 Gyarados, it will ward off all Pokemon under level 30. That's going to filter out my regular wild Pokemon, meaning that the only thing I could possibly run into is Raikou or Entei. So this is a great strategy. Spray the Repel, ward off the other guys, check around in the grass, and if you don't run into them, hey, they're probably in some other area in Johto, some other route. So we just got to keep moving along and hope that we cross paths with them eventually. This is what you have to do if you have never seen Entei or Raikou before, which I have not. I do not have them in my Pokedex to track their location. So the first time is a little bit more difficult. After that, it gets a little bit easier. Now, this is the traditional method that I'm showing you right now, where you go down this string of routes. There's 3 connecting routes, so you kind of get 3 different chances to find them. And yeah, that's kind of how it works. Every time that you move to a different route or go through a gate or a doorway or something, they're going to move to a route connecting to the route that they're already at. But if you fly, they're going to completely jump around to a new spot, kind of teleport. So, yeah, if you're on foot going around, they're going to kind of be on foot going to connecting routes. And if you don't find them here, I just fly back, because if you keep going back and forth between the same routes, just walking, they're going to kind of catch on to that and keep evading you. So you just got to use fly every once in a while to reset the whole thing. And then you can go back down and try this again. Now, this is the traditional method. I don't think it's the best way to find them. So, oh, snap! Maybe it is the best way to find them. Actually, no, I know it statistically isn't, but we'll get to that later. Wow, this is a lot quicker than I expected. But hey, sometimes you get really lucky with it. As long as you're maintaining the correct strategy, you're going to eventually find them. So, luckily I found Raikou first. That is the one that I was hoping to find, so I could just catch it with a Master Ball. Raikou is much faster than Entei, so you want to save your Master Ball for Raikou. The reason it matters is because these Pokemon will flee from battle on their very first turn. And if they outspeed you, there's nothing you can do. They will just run away. So you can always throw a Pokeball first before they do a move, though. So throw your Master Ball, catch the Raikou. It's going to be easier to outspeed Entei, because you have to be able to outspeed the Pokemon to, you know, start putting damage or status or whatever to use a move on it. So yeah, that's why you want to use the Master Ball on Raikou. That was super easy. Yeah, one down and just one to go. So this rough Pokemon stores energy inside its body. It's 6'3", 392 pounds, by the way. It's like the same height as me, but like over twice my weight easily. Then it sweeps across the land, shooting off electricity. Yeah, let's hope it's shooting off electricity and not anything else. Okay, so cool. We put it in the PC. That was super easy. Let's go check this thing out, I guess, up in Ecruteak. For Entei, I'll show you guys the other method for tracking it down. Something I think it's a little bit more efficient. But hey, I'm not going to argue with finding that first one in 3 minutes or whatever. So let's check out Raikou, and just for fun, I guess I'll use Raikou to track down the Entei. Because like I mentioned before, you need a Pokemon level 40 at the highest, and Raikou's right at level 40, so it actually works perfect to track down the Entei. And yeah, let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, Raikou is so much faster than Entei, so you're gonna have an easier time catching Entei the old-fashioned way compared to Raikou. So yeah, let's check this thing out. 130 HP, doing pretty good there. Yeah, Raikou's awesome. It only knows Leer, Thundershock, Roar, and Quick Attack. They don't really start off with that great of moves. That Roar is extremely annoying, and we'll talk more about that as we go along. But not only do these guys flee from battle, but they also use Roar, which will end the battle immediately. So there's multiple ways that they can kind of screw you over. So we'll talk more strategy as we continue along here for how to actually capture them. But for now, I want to stick to how to find them, because as you guys can probably tell, I got pretty dang lucky there, and I want to show you guys some more strategies. So I know it's kind of underwhelming that we already caught one with a Master Ball. The real challenge is the second one that you get, and hopefully that one is Entei. If you find Entei first, I wouldn't even waste the Master Ball on it, honestly. I would just make note of it in your Pokedex and go after it later with a better strategy. But here's the quickest way to actually find these guys. Start in Mahogany Town. The reason you want to start in Mahogany Town is because you can easily go right over to this route, Route 42, and Route 42 has 4 different routes that connect to it, so it's actually a higher probability of being here than any other given route in the game. So let's spray some Repel to filter out the regular wild Pokemon, and then if Entei is here, we'll know pretty quickly. And there's about like a 10% chance that it's here on Route 42. So this is always the first place you want to check. It's super quick to get to from Mahogany as well. It doesn't look like it's here, so we're going to fly to a new area. Now, you can't just keep repeating the Mahoganys back and forth because it will catch on, so you have to mix it up. The next place you want to go to is Violet City, and we're going to alternate between Mahogany and Violet City. Violet City, although it takes a little bit longer to get here, it also connects to a route that has 4 entryways that tie into it. So these 2 spots, these 2 routes here are going to be your best bets for finding it. In fact, we already found it!
What the fuck? This guy's a cheater.
And how about that? Yeah, that is math right there, baby. Probabilities. So here's Entei, level 40. Now, unfortunately, Entei, on its very first move, is just going to run away from battle, which makes it super hard to catch. So, luckily, Raikou can outspeed it, so I'm just going to get a Thunder Shock on it, put some damage on it. That damage will stay on Entei the next time we find it, so we can slowly kind of whittle him away. But yeah, this was basically just to get him logged in my Pokedex, because now it's going to be a lot easier to find him. And now that we have that accomplished, we actually have to get ready to capture the Entei and go through the whole full battle. So I will be right back.
Yeah, I had a feeling that
Got some more stuff to do. If you want to capture Entei efficiently, you're going to need a Pokemon that knows Mean Look. Mean Look is the only way to stop it from fleeing in battle. Now you're going to need a Pokemon fast enough so that it uses Mean Look before Entei runs away. So my recommendation is to come down here to Blackthorn City and capture yourself a Jynx in the Icy Path.
Jynx.
Now here's why I like Jynx. Now, Mean Look isn't even good enough because Entei can still use Roar and just end the battle. So you really want to be able to use Mean Look and put it to sleep. It has to be on the same Pokemon, because if you use Mean Look and switch out, then Entei will just run away. So you want Mean Look and you want to be able to put it to sleep. Jynx can do that. Jynx is really fast, and it's relatively easy to train. And you can find Jynx at a pretty high level if you go to the 3rd floor basement here. And Jynx can be found up to level 26 if you're not playing at nighttime, so before 6 o'clock. You can find a Jynx all the way up to level 26, which isn't that bad. It's gonna be Jynx, 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 Jynx. Oh, my God. Give me one already. Oh, here we go. It's a Jynx. Okay, cutting back in. We found one. Let's see what level this is. Level 24. Okay, not bad. I might try my luck a little bit longer down here to try to go on a level 26. But either way, I want to catch a couple of these. You need to keep an eye on the speed stat of your Jynx once you catch it. If the speed stat is too low, then you're going to need to find something a little bit faster, because there's a range of speed that it can have, and you got to hit a certain threshold, otherwise you're not going to outspeed the Entei. But, you know, we'll use this Jynx if we have to. I'd prefer one at level 26. I think it would save me some training and could be worth it. But yeah, let's just try to catch this thing in an Ultra Ball. And yeah, Jynx, I guess since I probably cut some of that out, but Jynx is... Oh, nice. First try. Jynx is the best Pokemon in my opinion because it learns Lovely Kiss, which is a more accurate sleep-inducing move than Hypnosis. You also can catch it at like a higher level than Haunter. It trains up quicker. I just think Jynx is the best Pokemon for this thing. Hey, we got one at level 26. Alright, let's capture this thing, and hopefully it doesn't have the lowest possible speed stat, because that would be a bummer. Usually your Jynx is going to be fast enough, so I'm not too worried about it, really. Okay, so hopefully you can get yourself a Jynx. They are kind of rare down here, but I think it's worth your time. Maybe you don't have to, you know, get the level 26 Jynx, but I think it'll save you a little bit of time, so yeah, let's just use our escape rope and get out of here now. Last escape rope! Yeah, I was messing around and used another one before that too, so I don't know if I'll need any more though. So anyways, let's go make sure that our Jynx has a high enough speed stat. I'll give you guys the breakdown for what speed you need to be at for each level of Jynx you may find, and then if you stick to the rest of the plan, you'll be certain that you can outspeed that Entei by the time you get to level 40, possibly even before that. So I guess we'll need to add this thing to our party anyway, so let's deposit Raikou. No longer need your services, and let's check out these two Jynx. We got one at level 26, one at level 24. Level 20, hopefully this has the high enough speed. Oh yeah, by the way, it already knows Lovely Kiss, so that's awesome. We just need to train it up a little bit to get Mean Look. And yeah, Lovely Kiss right off the bat. And oh, look at that, a speed stat of 62. That is actually extremely high for Jynx. In fact, I think it's the highest it can be at level 26.
This guy's cheating.
So that's perfect. Level 20. Oh, and this is a great example.
He's right here.
This Jynx only has a speed stat of 50. That is how dramatically different it can be. 50 to 62 with a 2-level span. So that level 50, the level 24 Jynx would actually be too slow. Here's the table that will show you what your speed stat needs to be. It needs to be above that minimum threshold. So my level 24 Jynx with 50 speed actually isn't fast enough. Even if you do what I'm about to do next, which is go beef up that speed stat of your Jynx. So we're going to go to the department store and get 10, what are they, calcium or carbos. That's going to maximize our speed growth, so when we go and start grinding levels, we can get it, you know, speed maxed out basically as quickly as possible. So go to the 4th floor here, and yeah, we're just going to buy, hopefully you have money to do this. If you've been burning your cash, this is going to make things a little bit more difficult. Hopefully you should have just a ton of money stocked up, and you can probably just sell stuff otherwise. So it's the carbos that we want. Let's grab, oh my gosh, 90, we can't afford that, but let's get 10. Actually, after you use 10 of them, they're not gonna have any effect, so 10 is the most that you can do. And this is gonna ensure that our Jinx, you know, just as quickly as possible has a high enough speed stat to, yeah, outspeed that Entei. So this is what you want to do. This is the best way to get yourself started. If you're trying to just, like, wing it and go and do this without a Pokemon with mean look, or without a really fast Pokemon, you're gonna have a very difficult time, and it's gonna take you hours and hours and hours. If you just do the prior preparation, it's going to prevent poor performance, and hopefully in like a couple hours you can maybe do this start to finish if you just stick to the plan. So we got our Jinx maxed out here. Let's sell this nugget, and then we'll start grinding away at levels, and I'll show you guys the best way to do that. So sell that nugget. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm here at Indigo Plateau. The best way to train up your Jinx is going to be simply to put the experience share on it and go through the Elite Four. You can get up a bunch of levels doing this. And if you come here on a Monday or Wednesday, you can actually fight your rival as well. And this is a great installment for the walkthrough because I don't know when I would have done this otherwise. I might have forgotten about it completely actually. But if you come to the Elite Four on a Monday or Wednesday, you can do the 7th battle with your rival. So I'm going to wrap up this video with the last rival fight. We have the experience share on our Jinx, so it's going to start getting up some levels. And then I'll go do the Pokemon League off screen and grind this Jinx up enough. I know, guys, I know it sounds miserable to have to...
Guys, technically Wednesday now.
Share on it and go through the Elite Four. You can get up a bunch of levels doing this. And if you come here on a Monday or Wednesday, you can actually fight your rival as well.
It's Wednesday.
And this is a great...
We can fight the rival one more time. I didn't know that. That's wild.
Installment for the walkthrough because I don't know when I would have done this otherwise. I might have forgotten about it completely actually. But if you come to the Elite Four on a Monday or Wednesday, you can do the 7th battle with your rival. So I'm going to wrap up this video with the last rival fight. We have the experience share on our Jinx, so it's going to start getting up some levels. And then I'll go do the Pokemon League off screen and grind this Jinx up enough. I know, guys, I know it sounds miserable to have to train a whole new Pokemon like Jinx up from scratch just to catch this Entei, but trust me, it's worth your time to do it. I'm already showing you guys how quickly you can kind of get started capturing this Jinx. I know I edited some stuff out, but it's not that hard to find one down there. And all you really have to do is kind of go through the Elite Four once, maybe twice at the max, and then you're going to see that level growth really quickly. So yes, this is going to take some time to get your Jinx off the ground and up and running, but that hour or whatever you spend on it is going to be worth it. And if you do it efficiently, catch a high level one, bring it through the Pokemon League a couple times, it's going to all develop really quickly for you. And before you know it, you will be ready to go get that Entei. So yeah, let's take down this Crobat with Blackout here. Crobat's actually kind of annoying. A lot of people like to use Crobat for this method because it can learn Mean Look and it's fast enough to get the job done, but nobody has time to just acquire a Crobat. It takes a ton of time to get that happiness up and stuff. Jinx, on the other hand, you can pull this off in like an hour or something. So
I already have a Crobat.
Let's switch back for the Magneton here. Out here. Crobat's actually kind of annoying. A lot of people like to use Crobat for this method because it can learn Mean Look and it's fast enough to get the job done, but nobody has time to just acquire a Crobat. It takes a ton of time to get that happiness up and stuff. Jinx, on the other hand, you can pull this off in like an hour or something. So let's switch back for the Magneton here. And yeah, one thing that's actually the most efficient is get your Jinx ahead of time and just put that experience share on it throughout the Kanto portion of the after game. All that stuff is so easy anyways, so it's, you know, it's not a bad idea to just kind of think about this while you're going through getting all those 8 gym badges in the post game. You can quickly get your Jinx up to a sufficient level for this. You just don't want to get your Jinx past level 40. At that point, the repel method won't work, so ideally you want it right at level 40 with a high enough speed stat. People use Gengar for this too, because Gengar's really fast. Again, not everybody can trade, so I don't know. The more I think about it, I just think Jinx is the all-around most quickest method for finding a Pokemon from scratch that can take on Entei. Unfortunately, I'm confused here, but hopefully we can get an Earthquake off. It's gonna curse himself. I know I'm not talking a ton about the battle because, let's be honest, this is just another rival battle. It's not like it's that difficult or requires any strategy. We're just kind of doing this on the side so we can catch our Entei, but yeah, this is actually not going so well for me here. Oh, and he's gonna use Mean Look on me. Yeah, Mean Look is the move that we're going for Jinx. It's gonna be the only way to stop that Entei from running away from us. So yeah. And there we go, we got a critical hit on the Gengar. Luckily it doesn't have the Levitate ability or anything in this game, so... Yeah, and he's got Alakazam. Oh, let's go over to Umbreon. And yeah, I should have a fairly easy time going through the Pokemon League now that I've already like beaten Red and stuff, so I won't do a whole video training up my Jinx. I'm probably just gonna have to go through there once, maybe twice at the max. I think once might get the job done because I got a really fast Jinx, so I don't necessarily need to get it all the way to level 40 to outspeed that Entei. This Shadow Ball is gonna do a nice chunk on Alakazam. Let's finish it off. Oh, it's got Recover! This is bringing me back to the Lugia video all over again. Same freaking thing. And actually, you know what? The Alakazam is likely programmed just to use Recover because I think it only knows Psychic moves otherwise. And he's smart enough to not use the Psychic moves on me, so... Yeah, I think this is just going to be an endless war. So let's try to use Screech instead on it. And that will outsmart the game and we can finish this thing off without needing to rely on a critical hit or something. So yeah, actually, it's funny how a bunch of my Pokemon have Screech, but I think it's a pretty handy move. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the Battle Tower how useful it is. But yeah, that will put his defense in half, and now Shadow Ball will take care of it. Just like that. Yeah, he's just stuck on Recover, no other options left. Yeah, Psychic's completely shut down by Dark types in this game, so... but yeah, in the next video, we're gonna basically have our Jinx ready to go and capture that Entei. I think this will be a nice little two-part series to, in the first video, show you how to find them, second video, show you how to really capture them. But yeah, just know that you're gonna have to put some time into training up this Jinx. I know it sucks, everybody wants to find some secret way where you don't have to do any work. If you're gonna not prep with a Mean Look Pokemon, you're gonna take maybe 10 hours, 20 hours, maybe the rest of your life trying to do this, so put in the time, put in the hour or so, get the Jinx, train it up, just do it before you know, if you just sit and complain about it for 30 minutes, you could have wasted all that time. You could be halfway done to having it all ready to go. This Jinx is already level 28, its speed stat is getting up there, so yeah, I think 5 battles through the Pokemon League, it's going to be in a pretty good spot. If you have rare candies, you can use those as well. I think I was an idiot and just threw them away because I didn't think about this, but whatever. Now I'm going to pay the price and have to go grind through the Pokemon League, but you can beat the Pokemon League in like 30 minutes or something, so yeah, it's like an hour or two. Just spend an afternoon getting this Jinx ready, and once you do that, hey, Entei is just right around the corner, and I'll show you guys how to capture that with your Jinx in the next video. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next Monday. Peace out! Leroy's Pokemon Crystal Walkthrough, Part 66. What's going on, everybody? It's Leroy. Welcome back to Pokemon Crystal version. In the last episode, I showed you guys how to track down and locate Entei and Raikou for the very first time, and I actually threw my Master Ball at Raikou. I recommend throwing your Master Ball at Raikou rather than Entei, because it's much faster and therefore harder to catch, especially using the strategy that I'm going to be using. So, save Entei for the Ultra Ball. Today I'm going to show you guys how to catch this thing, given the fact that it likes to run away from you and use Roar all the time. So, I'm assuming you've already found it and it's in your Pokedex. Go to the last video if you need help with this. But we can track its specific location now, which is really useful information, because if we know how Entei behaves and how it moves around, then we can get one step in front of it and try to meet it in the same route at the same time. So, I put together a little cheat sheet type of map that's going to tell us where we need to go depending on Entei's location. We'll reference that a little bit later on, but I won't get too much into the details yet because I need to show you guys some more prep stuff. So we'll get back to Entei right now. That's actually a favorable location for it, so we'll touch on that in a second. But we want to make sure we have the correct lead Pokemon up. Now, I got this Jinx in the last video. It's up to level 35 now. and it's going to be at a point where it's ready to take on this Entei. So this really doesn't take that long to train it up. I caught it at level 26, and I fought my rival, went through the Elite Four just one time, and it got Jinx up to level 35. So if you throw on all of those speed boosting items like I did, the 10 Carbos, Calcium, whatever it was, then this is going to work really easily, and you don't need to get all the way up to level 40 in order to outspeed it. Now, you don't want your lead Pokemon to be past level 40, otherwise it's going to be way harder to do this. So I have Lovely Kiss and Mean Look. Those are the two moves that you're really going to need to make this a lot easier. If you have both of them on the same Pokemon, that is perfect. So that's one of the benefits of Jinx. It's really fast. It can put it to sleep. It can use Mean Look. I have a 96 speed on it right now, so Entei is going to have a speed ranging from 85 to 97, so hopefully I'm okay and I can outspeed it. I hope it's not a max speed Entei. If it is, whatever, I'll get up one more level, and then we'll take care of that. But yeah, you don't even need to be all the way up to level 40. You can use rare candies to expedite the grinding, so don't be put off by the fact that you're going to have to do some extra training with a brand new Pokemon. I know it sounds a little irritating, but you can wrap it up in like under an hour and have this Jinx ready to go. One little bonus thing that you can do is add Dream Eater to your Jinx. You get Dream Eater in Viridian City if you have Surf and Cut. And this is just a really powerful psychic move, and it can help put some damage on the Entei. Now, actually, every turn in battle with this Entei is going to be so valuable that it's not even worth messing around with unless you have a really strong move like Dream Eater. So if you burn the TM on something else, just don't worry about it. It's not necessary. You can do it without Dream Eater, but I think it's going to help me out a little bit, so I will add it onto the Jinx just to make some use out of it. And the strategy that we're going to use to track down Entei is pretty similar to what we were doing in the last video when we were finding it from scratch. We're going to be using the Repel strategy. What this is going to do is it's going to ward off all of the Pokemon at a lower level than my lead Jinx at level 35. So anything under level 35, we will not run into or be bothered with when we spray Repel. Entei is at level 40, so we can basically filter out everything except for Entei by using Super Repels and our Jinx. So we also have 41 Ultra Balls. Hopefully we don't need to use that many, although I probably will need to re-up when I go find Ho-Oh. Anyway, let's get this thing started. Let's go back to the Pokedex. You're always going to want to start by going here to Violet City and then just checking where Entei is. Right now you can see from the blinking little icon that it's east of Mahogany Town. So we're going to use this little cheat sheet map, and depending on where Entei is, you're going to follow the colors, and you're either going to go right, down, left, or left and up, depending.
So if he's there, go there. Oh shit. We're right here. Chat.
depending on where this Entei is. So based on where it is right now, it's going to fall into this red circle, meaning we want to follow the red arrows, which is over to the left and up. Now, what this cheat sheet map is going to do is it's going to help you go into a spot where Entei is most likely to land when you change routes, because once we leave Violet City, Entei is going to move to another route. So the trick is you want to go to the route that Entei is going to move to. You don't want to chase it directly because you're always going to be one step behind. So by going through Route 36 and then up north to this next route, this is going to give us an opportunity to land at the same place at the same time as Entei. So now you simply go to your Pokedex and check to see if we happen to, nail it. And it looks like he ran back over there, so what do? You just fly back to Violet City and, oops, not Raikou. Fly back to Violet City and try again. And you simply just repeat this process until you wind up in the same area as Entei. So this is all just a probability game. Depending on where he is, we're gonna run either right, down, left, or left and up, and we'll hope for the best. So let's see where Entei is this time. Go back to the area. And you can see it's west of Ekrutik City. So according to my cheat sheet map, this is actually, it doesn't fall in here at all, which means that this is a bad one. We're not going to be able to go anywhere and wind up in the same spot as Entei. So what do? We just fly again, right back to Violet City. Even though we're already in Violet City, that's okay. This is going to be the best spot because you have the most entryways around you that can connect to all the spots. So let's immediately just go ahead and check it again. Since we flew, it's going to reset. And let's see what area you're in now. And it looks like another spot that doesn't show up anywhere on our cheat sheet. He's way over by Mount Silver. So yeah, nothing doing for us. We're just going to fly back to where we are here in Violet City.
Alright, well, we'll see if it saves location. I already know that it doesn't, but... Oops.
And it's going to reset the Entei. Now eventually we're going to get lucky and it's going to be in the same area as us, but as long as you stick to the plan, we can guarantee we'll find it eventually. Alright, so this is going to fall into the blue circle, so we're going to take the blue route, which is to the right. This will give us an opportunity by the time we get through the gate that perhaps Entei will have walked right over.
If he's black, go left.
Into this route. Entei is always going to go to a connecting route, so this map kind of just tracks where it's going to wind up. And as you can see, it ended up actually just running back to where it started, so didn't work out for us. So what do? We're gonna fly back to Violet City. You guys get it now. This seems unsuccessful right now because we haven't gotten anything close yet, but yeah, once it works, you're kind of just like, oh wow, it's that easy, huh? So, I think every once in a while too, you want to just like go inside the Pokemon Center and back out to reset it, especially if you just went only right next to the place you're at. But anyway, Entei, where are you at now? Let's check the old map. And ooh, look at that, it's south of Violet City. So, according to the map, that's a black circle, means we're gonna want to go to the left here. So if we went straight down after black...
Why do I always do that? I don't even know. I feel like my map should be my Pokegear, so that's why I do that. What the fuck? Why do I do that? I was going to fly. I think we're at the same spot. I think we're at the same spot. It's weird. Don't we literally show up at the same spot on the map? That fucking sucks, man.
Circle means we're gonna want to go to the left here. So if we went straight down after it, it's not gonna work. You don't want to go directly at the Entei. What you want to do is go to the area where Entei is bound to run to next, which in this case is just to the left here. So now we're in Route 36. Let's go ahead and see if the Entei ran in that direction. And oh, would you look at that? Entei went to one of the connecting routes from south of Violet City, and now we wound up in the exact same area as it. So what do we do now? We use our repel and we run around in the grass until we find the Entei. We know it's here, so it's like a guarantee. So this super repel is going to make sure we don't have to deal with any of the other wild Pokemon, because running into them is not going to be fun. And this is why you want to have a fast enough Jinx to... Because if you have to go past level 40 to outspeed the thing, you're not going to be able to do the repel strategy. And it's going to be very difficult because this Entei is going to be mixed in with the regular wild Pokemon, and you'll have to deal with all of that. So, sometimes it takes way longer than you would think, but just trust me, it's in here. I think there's like a 1% chance every step you take or something. And also this route extends over here. I don't know if it like can only be in one of the little patches of grass. And we already ran out of repel. Normally I would have like bolted out of here and determined that it wasn't in the area, but it definitely is right here. Yeah, just west of, yeah, that's where I am, Violet City, west of Violet City. So I'm in the right area. We gotta stick to the plan. We gotta have faith. So let's spray another repel here. And yeah, sometimes it can just take a really long time to find the dang thing. You gotta run around for like 20 seconds in the grass because, like I said, there's like a 1% chance or something. So, I know I sound crazy right now, guys, but I swear it is here somewhere and we're gonna find it. God. Oh, what do you know? We stuck to the plan, and that took a really long time, but hey, the Entei said it was here on the Pokedex, so the Pokedex is never lying. Okay, so here we go. Entei level 40. What I'm gonna do is immediately put it to sleep. Now, this is a better strategy than trying to use Mean Look right away, because if I use Mean Look, there's a 25% chance that the Entei uses Roar, and I got screwed there. Mean Look, Leap. Now, this is a better strategy than trying to use Mean Look right away, because if I use Mean Look, there's a 25% chance that the Entei uses Roar, and I got screwed there. I know it sounds like a counterintuitive. You would think you'd want to use Mean Look first, but that leaves the door open for Entei to roar you, and then you still have to use Lovely Kiss on the next turn, and there's a chance it misses all over again. So the best method is just to put it to sleep right away. I got unlucky that time and missed. What are you gonna do? We're just gonna start over and try again. So Entei up at the Lake of Rage. According to my cheat sheet map, we're gonna take the red path, which is to the left and up. And by the time we go through those two segments of routes, there's a
Like I'm almost there, man. But not quite. No, not quite. This dude. Jinx. 5% at night. No, 0% at night, so we can't get Jinx. Shit, dude. And we'll go left. Oh shit. Blue? No, he was somewhere else. I don't know. Guessed wrong. Maybe I'll get a jinx. Try mahogany again. Shit, I should have just gone left. Pretty sure I'm on this route technically. See how she look. We're on the same route. If this doesn't work, I'll get Jinx. Unfortunate, but you know. Maybe Entei will outspeed the Jinx though. But that'd give us something to do. Instead of bashing our brain into the wall here. Jinx is a 1% encounter though. God damn it. Try Great Ball next. Great Ball worked on Suicune. Bastard. Whoops. I didn't move? Big shock. Yeah, we're not close to them. Damn. He's not moving. It's weird.
There's a chance that Entei will be in the exact spot that we are. If not, then we'll fly back and do it again. Guys, stick to this method, use this map, and I guarantee you, you will have success. I mean, we already got it once, so you guys gotta have some faith in me, right? Let's check the area, and it's still just messing around over there, sort of by Mahogany Town. So let's just fly on back to Violet City, give it another shot. So yeah, I like this method. This works for me. If you have a better one, let me know in the comments what you guys like to do, but I like this Violet City method a lot. Now, let's see. Oh, it's going to be over there. Looks like this is going to be the black route, so we're just going to go straight west here, straight to the left, and we're going to hope that we cross paths with it over there. And I love following this map sequence because it just makes it feel like you're being the most efficient with your time and not just aimlessly wandering around.
Hold up. Might be able to find him right now. I should stop killing these guys because I'm resetting all the time. Maybe I should get Jinx. Maybe it's necessary. Oh no, we're still here. That's crazy. Oh shit. Oh wait, I didn't do mean look. What the fuck? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that you're supposed to do mean look.
And it's very confusing to try to track it just solo. So let's see if we got lucky right here. Entei. Oh, it looks like it went south of Goldenrod, and that means that we're going to reset, so let's go ahead and use our Fly guy, fly on back. Yeah, definitely useful to have a Pokemon with Fly, because you want to get that nice reset where it completely teleports, and we're going to go in and out of the Pokemon Center just for an additional little shuffle there. So let's see, Pokedex, Entei, where art thou, Entei? Ooh, it's way over there, and that doesn't correspond with anything on my cheat sheet map, meaning that's a dud, and we're just gonna fly again to reset it, so... Fly, Violet City. Luckily, it's super quick to toggle over to Violet City.